All right, it's another season of Red Rising.
Here we go, Season 5, Red Rising.
Season 5, Red Rising.
What could these guys possibly have in store this year? Well, obviously, they added one more cast member.
And that's my first buck for Red Rising, I promise. It's a bittersweet welcome home party right there.
I'm Matt, by the way.
Never know what trials and tribulations we're gonna have. It has to be better than what I had last year.
A lot of highs, a lot of lows.
I've not had any luck this week.
I promise you, you're gonna see it like it happens.
Hurricane Florence is heading to the East Coast as we speak.
From July to December, record it, tell your best friend, set your calendar. You don't want to miss these episodes.
Me and Jason Bowers are in a tree. We haven't been in a tree together for a long time.
It is that time of year. It's the time of year we look forward to all year long. Deer season is open. It is the 1st of September, and Chris and I are heading to Maryland.
If nothing else, we'll have some fun.
We'll saddle up and put them in the back of the truck.
That doesn't happen, people. 2 yards at the base of the tree. Unbelievable morning. He carried that mess all the way. That's a big deal, Chris. Are you kidding? What a deer, son.
This year, I was super excited about Maryland. Last year, I went up and John Third, who is a buddy of ours down there, put me on this beautiful velvet buck. This is why you come to Maryland. This year, Danny starts sending me picture after picture after picture of deer that he was gonna put me on and Jason on. And like I said, I could not wait to get to Maryland.
We say it year after year after year. Danny Calloway is one of the biggest deer killers that I know.
Oh, look at that deer. Man, he's gorgeous. What do you think?
He has giants. Maryland is a sleeper state, the Eastern Shore, but what he has come up with this year will blow your mind.
I have never seen a wild whitetail of this caliber in my life.
A 200-inch whitetail is about as rare as they come. Just to find one in your lifetime as your hunting career is amazing.
Just thinking about this deer just gets me, man, I get butterflies. I mean, this is a once in a lifetime, it's a once in a million lifetime opportunity to be able to hunt a deer like this.
I will never forget the text that I got from him one day in the summer of a deer that to me looked like it was from a high fence area, and it was 100% a wild whitetail.
I'm riding by this small bean field and I'm always looking for deer, as most of us are, and I just so happened to look. I run off the road, I had a trailer behind my work truck, I was in the grass, heading for the ditch, but I never took my eyes off this deer. I mean, this thing had drop tines, it had flyers, it had stickers, kickers. It was like something you'd see on TV. It was nothing like I had ever seen before.
But for Danny to find one, get on it, and then make it actually get in a consistent pattern where you could potentially kill it is tremendous.
This is it. I mean, this is the opportunity every hunter dreams of. And you know, this could turn into a nightmare. But as of right now, I'm on cloud 9, and just pulling up at this man's place is just, I'm tore up because, man, I want to get back here. I want to get a stand up. I want to get on this deer. So hopefully you'll get to see a video of him cruising in and me letting old Victory rip from the expedition. Wish me luck, because I need plenty of that.
So Jason and I are getting ready to hit the road to head to Maryland. Danny texts us and says, I just shot the giant.
It is the day before Chris and I are supposed to leave, and Danny has stuck this world-class non-typical.
Well, it's here. It's opening day of Maryland's bow season 2018. I got permission to hunt this property probably about a month ago, and it has the largest whitetail I've ever seen in my life on the hoof in the wild. And I've got my fingers crossed that he'll come tonight. So I got my expedition with me, and man, I'm telling you what, if I can hold it together and make a good shot, this will be one of the most memorable hunts of my life. I'm at the highest of highs and the lowest of lows right now. The giant shooter come in tonight. I got it on Tacticam.
The deer came in pretty quickly, and he was trying to get the camera on. The camera cut off. He was able to get his Tacticam on.
I lost footage 3 or 4 times while he was standing in front of me. And I had to keep taking that camera battery and moving it, wiggling it, turning the camera off and on. I did it 4 times. I got the camera up, I got it to record, and I had it on the deer when I shot. When I moved the camera will shut off again. And it said, press yes or no to recover data, and I hit yes, but it doesn't have anything. So I just don't know what to say. I tried to watch the Tacticam footage, and when the bow jumped, you know, my natural instinct is to follow through, and that's what I did, and I don't even know where I hit the deer. I'm so flustered right now.
The deer was quartering just a little bit. He made the shot.
Tacticam caught it all, but it's hard to see, but you can actually see where he hit the deer. From my vantage point, and I know from the other guys, we all thought Jason, you know, he sent us the footage, and Jason and I both were looking at it, and we thought, he killed that deer. There's no doubt he killed that deer. You can hear it. It sounds like he killed it.
They go in to track it, and it jumps up, takes off running.
Little did he know, or did we know, Danny was in for a long night and a really long season.
Make sure you subscribe and like the page. On top of that, make sure you click the little notification bell. That way you'll be one of the first ones to know when a new video drops.
Hey guys, be sure to check us out on social media and also on our website. You're going to want to follow along for special exclusive behind the scenes, giveaways, and more about the cast.
19 to merge onto US 50 East Minneapolis.
Sure, I'm glad I put my stuff in my scent crusher tote. We are on our way to Maryland. This is my first time of the year. It's my annual trip. Last year I came up and got a great velvet 10-pointer, and I had to work auction, a 2-day auction this weekend, so we're running late. Danny shot what will end up being a world-class deer. It's well over 200 inches in my opinion, several drop tines, and I mean it may be pushing state record top deer. Anyway, he shot it and tracked it that night a little bit, Saturday and today. After the hunt in the morning, we're gonna go look for it. We're just basically gonna do a body search, but I know that Danny has not slept at all in the last 2 days, and we're just all really keeping our fingers crossed that we find this deer. Jason brought his scent crusher tote hard case. I, on the other hand, opted for the cloth scent crusher bag, and all of my stuff is in the back of the truck along with my book bag, and I'm sure it's absolutely wringing wet. So
We've literally been driving for like 6 hours, and as you can see, beautiful weather. I put my stuff in my tote. Ward being Ward just leaves his over there in the back. I'm sure it's dry. Soaking wet. That's a pretty suitcase you got there, Ward. You get that off your daughter?
yeah. It's day 1 in Maryland. It's 750 degrees and there's mosquitoes everywhere. It's horrible. And there's no wind whatsoever.
I'm sick. I'm trying not to show it, but I'll never see a deer this big the rest of my life. And we actually give him another day, and we went back and looked, and we can't find anything. And we've got one more place to look, and we're gonna look there tomorrow. I really don't know what to say. It's unfortunate for me, and it's unfortunate for the animal too, but gonna keep going. I mean, I'm here at my farm now trying to hunt the big palmated buck. He's a 4-year-old. I've had him here since he was 2, and he has been pounding this monster meal all summer long, since last fall actually. And he's went from about a 125 8 to a beautiful 11-pointer.
Chris and I are hunting, Danny's hunting, and our good buddy John Third's hunting. Surely something's gonna happen tonight.
This morning we came in midday and hung this set, and there was a big 6x5 on camera this morning. Should have been here, but anyway, we're here this evening. Day 1, Maryland, stay tuned.
I'm gonna shut this thing off and cool down. It's hot, it's gotten really humid, the rain's cleared out. So hopefully we'll have something to show you.
We need you to support us, guys. So go over, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And every time we post something, you're going to get that little bell going off, and you'll know instantly that you can go over and watch it and catch what's going on.
Holy smokes. Oh man, let me get this camera in focus. Oh my. Man, let me tell you something. This is the real deal right here. And I needed that, man, because I just shot probably what would be the new state record in Maryland, non-typical. Searched all day today. We searched the day before, and this kind of puts a little bit of a band-aid on it, I'm gonna tell you that. But oh man, I am pumped, and I'm glad I got to kill one while the boys are in town. Man, am I pumped. Ooh. Man, I still got the old Tacticam burning. I'm so pumped up, I don't even know what I'm doing.
First night in the stand, not so lucky for Chris and I, but Danny, on the other hand, he just shot a giant. I mean, the palmation and mass on this deer is unreal.
Dang.
Holy crap.
Now this deer, to me, is world class. The palmation on it is just unbelievable. It's just one of the biggest palmated deer I've ever seen.
We've been growing this deer for what, 2 years now? He's a little 7-point buck. And our neighbor wanted to shoot him because he was palmated. And he was about 6 inches wide. And he's a little tiny thing. And he's been hitting that protein feeder. He's been demolishing that monster meal for the past 2 years. And that's what he's put on in a year. 1 year older and the proper nutrition. And that's what you can do. If people would just let them walk and give them the groceries they need. He had a brow that was about 1 inch long last year and barely had a brow on that side.
Another big buck down for Red Rising.
I like it. Yeah, fine. Hey.
Now who has to carry this back home?
Well, Chris got his hernia fixed, so he gets to drag him.
It's day 2 in Maryland. A couple months ago, Jason and I were talking about we wanted to get American flags on our arrows for the fletchings. And Jason and I don't know how to do it that good, so we waited till we came to Maryland. And we bought these today, and it's fitting because it's 9/11 today is. So we got these American flag veins, and hopefully it'll bring us some good luck. Anyway, we're set up over a clear cut, standing pine. These deer just transition back and forth between the clear cut and the pine forest, but like I said, it is super hot. Danny killed his deer yesterday, his big deer yesterday evening, and it was this hot, so maybe that don't mean anything in Maryland, early season. But we got our flags, and they're ready to eat.
It's turned out to be a great week here in Maryland. Danny shot that massive deer the other night, and I just got a text message from John Third. He just stuck an absolute pig on his farm as well.
Go ahead, subscribe to our channel, like it. You're gonna get that little notification bell. It's gonna go off, let you know when something new hits. Follow, subscribe. Happy hunting this fall. We love everybody. Thank you again.
Here comes the big deer. Oh. Thank you, God. Man, I told you if it didn't rain again, he'd be in here this evening.
We got the text message that John has shot this deer, but we keep asking for a picture and we haven't got it. The next picture we get is a picture of Danny, and he is dang near cut off every one of his fingers.
Had a little mishap while we're in the woods back there involving a knife, and I think I've almost cut 2 of my fingers off, but we're gonna go get his deer first. If I didn't have to go to the emergency room, I would hang around with him. Man, what do you think of that?
We spent all summer in the woods, and it's paid off this week.
Dude, what a pig. Look at that inside point. Now all you got to do is find my first one.
John Third kills a deer, and then we get a picture of Danny, who has sliced his hand.
I'm at the firehouse, literally standing there after a fire call. Phone buzzes, I pick it up, and you know, the Maryland trip thus far has been wild.
John Third just pulled up with his deer tonight, smashed him. Danny was filming him, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but Danny, he just FaceTimed me. He's sitting in a hospital. Hey, Danny.
What's going on?
Can you save him?
Yeah. Just cut him off, he don't need them.
Well, John says cut him off. I say save him. Maybe you should flip a coin. All right, man. Get your fingers sewed on. We'll see you. So here's the game plan. We're going to a brand new farm. We're going to go in. We're going to hang and hunt. Chris and John is going to hunt one side of the farm, and Danny and myself is going to hunt the other. John and Chris is going to hang and stand for me. This could be a mistake.
There's one thing I will say. Chris Ford has a very hard work ethic, but it's only working to get out of work. Every year, it's some excuse. Got a hernia. Oh, my ankle hurts. I play softball. He tried to get me to hang and stand for him. You good? Need me to get you a coffee or a drink or something?
Why are you talking loud?
Because it's blowing 20 miles an hour.
Okay. It is our last chance in Maryland for this trip. John's been coming over here in the evening some, seeing big deer in these fields, and it's just such big fields. We don't really know where they're coming out, where to hang. But anyway, last chance. We've got to get something killed tonight.
We've kind of switched up a little bit. I'm actually in a tree too. We're gonna sit tight and hopefully something will happen here quick. Last night, Maryland, let's get something done.
I've been through spring, I've been through summer. I'm ready to draw my bow on something. If this doe continues to walk in front of us, whether I do have camera light or I don't, I promise you I'm shooting her.
I know that's dark footage. She shouldn't have blew at us.
Once again, it's been a great week in Maryland. Danny shot a great deer, John Third shot a great deer. I got to shoot a doe. Well, so much for Chris. He didn't have a great week, but the rest of us did.
Lo and behold, let's fast forward to late in the fall, and we got a picture of the deer actually laying in a cooler. It was as big as we thought it was. The meat processor actually said they didn't understand how in the world that deer didn't die from Danny's shot. Kudos to the whitetail deer and the gentleman that killed that deer, because he killed an absolute once in a bazillion lifetimes deer.